Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Demons Souls. Hopefully you guys have been doing a little bit of farming. I haven't. I literally just did the crystal lizards as I said I would. Here's my stats for now. We're going to be making our way down. I can't remember what this place is called. The Rituals Path. Quite a cool area. I do quite like it. Feels like it's a step more difficult than some of the other areas, so just be aware of that. Be careful of these. Oh, that reminds me, we should probably put on Thiefring. Let's reduce some of that aggro. Before we begin, though, couple of items to pick up. Obviously, we're also going to have an NPC here if you guys want to spend some souls on something. Could be advisable if you're a little bit worried about dying on the way down. I think we're going to be okay, though. So that's going to be that soul item, and then under here we'll have Grave Robber Blige. Quite a lot of stuff to deal with in this first room. If you are using a solid bow build, you're going to have a bit of an advantage here. Casters get on okay. You'll see that we do because we are more of a medium range character. That does affect things slightly. I'll try to show you when we come in a second. It's probably going to put us behind a little bit just because of where the way this area works. Just because, like, so if we can do this, look. Deal with this guy from here. If you have an actual dex build or something, this is just going to go nice. Oh wow, Ash comes over. I did not realise it came over. Ha ha ha. Oh, his friends are coming. So, the thing with this enemy here is the enemy that you see to my right will just respawn if we kill it. Out the way. Kind of slow though. But basically when we kill that, they will all disappear. There's one on my left, there we go, just in time. There we go, so when you kill one, everything all disappears. Obviously, like I say, if you have a stronger bow, you can be able to get through that way quicker. Maybe I need to look at upgrading my bow. But just because of the character we're using, that's just not happening right now. And as you can see, quite a good amount of souls as well. 13,600 souls, no less. Shall I keep the bow on? No, let's switch back to the shield for now. We're going to do a little bit of gear swapping. There's a few instances where we're going to want to use the bow as we go through. So let's loot this room. So first off then, we're going to want to drop off this way onto there, so we take less damage from falling. This should always drop at least a moon shard, but can also drop moon chunks, so that is going to be good for us if we want to use obviously the crescent weapons, which in my opinion are the better weapons for casters. We're going to have a trap. Where is it? Here we go. So we have a trap here, look. Let's not trigger that. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. No real reason to trigger it, so let's keep it that way. Cool, so next up through here, I'm going to recommend a bit of Soul Ray, get this on. This guy can do a lot of damage if you're not careful. And I do recommend coming out with him, just because you're going to want somewhere to dodge to. Try not to roll off the edge. Oh my. That's the end of you. No one likes your story. Take a bit of a heal. So just be careful of those. If he hits you with the weird, like, kind of scissory attack, that is usually a one-shot for me, so just be careful of that. And then I'm going to hidden body again. You do want a fresh one here, just so these aren't interfering with us as we go and get this crystal lizard. This crystal lizard up here is particularly good for us because it does drop a moon shard chunk, so we want to try and get it into the wall. Come on. There we go. Moonstone chunk. So, post video, I'm probably going to farm that out to get all of the stones that it's going to give us, just because it is incredibly useful. Come over this way, we get the white bow. Drop back down to where we were earlier. And then now we are back. I don't think we can climb that. I did try it and just fell off the ledge, so I probably wouldn't try it. If you have enough souls, feel free to go ahead and level again. It's probably a good idea, rather than bringing them all the way down. So next up then we have a little bit more of a side area before we actually continue on. And through this way, where is he? Where is he? Got some loot in here. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There's a couple of other bits of loot down here as well. None of it's incredibly noteworthy. Apart from Moonshade Shard, maybe. I'm not going to upgrade the Falchion. I think with this character I'm going to maybe try doing spell swords. So maybe I'll pick a different weapon out that I want to try. Maybe we'll do the Killage or the Epi Rapier, but I haven't really decided yet. I didn't realise the Epi Rapier actually ends up with an S scaling in magic at +5. That is going to cost colourless Demon Souls though. So this guy, good talk to patches, and then you look at this, quick cutscene, cloak. I think I did anyway. If you just kill this guy without talking to Saint Urbane, I think it's an achievement. Or maybe it's just for killing him, I don't know. Oh, come on. Careful because he's going to make us bleed, isn't he? Ouch! Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Ha! We made him bleed. Hilarious. Moonshade chunks. So that guy always drops an ephemeral eye, and if we kill him, he's supposed to keep on reviving according to the wiki. I haven't done it, but if you want somewhere where you can farm ephemeral eyes, it's probably a decent one. But we're gonna send this guy back for now. He's a good place to get some miracles if you need them. So he'll go back to the Nexus now. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get all of his miracles because we haven't saved the boss souls. But those of you, I don't know why I just got a weird feeling in my stomach. Saw on the way up, and then we get to talk to patches for a ring. But anyway, yeah. So he's going to go back to the Nexus for us now. You can get your souls, your miracles from there, soul spells. Gash resistance ring, and then we're going to want to stand on this switch just here. Which will open up just under there, look. I want to say there's an item to the left, so we're going to just quickly double check. Or is this just the route back up? I can't remember now. I should bring my notes up, shouldn't I? And the reason we need to come back here is because we actually left an item to the left of the door. Why did I think there was an item here? There was, we already collected it, that's why. So I'm of course going to be silly and jump down. Take a quick heal. And then we can move on to the next area. So, here is an area where the bow is going to be useful. So if you have a particularly good stat for bows, it's going to be good for you. We're going to hidden body. I don't want any interference. And then we are going to hit this guy. We can roll off. This one isn't as important to kill at range, in my opinion, just because what was I thinking? The only real threat is having two of the close combat ones together. I'll take you out like that. And then I'm gonna... Oh, I haven't got my shield on. Fool. There we go. Oh, block. There we go. There we go. He was about to roll off anyway there. They are crazy. Okay, so for this next bit, we're gonna hidden body. And then we've got two big guys with cleavers here. You may want to lure one of these out if you're using a melee build, but we can actually line them up here for Soul Ray, which is something that I really like doing. Come on. Oh, they're not lining up. Usually they line up for me. They come straight after me. That'll do fine. If you don't want to play, you don't want to play. So this next area, in my opinion, is quite mean. So be careful here. I've got a few suggestions for you. One of which is not. I don't want to say risky, but if it works, it doesn't work all the time. I did this because this worked with me the first time I tried it, and then after that, it stopped working. So if you look down here, let's use the camera just to spot it. Look, you can see the Reaper just there, right in front of us. You can, in fact, hit it with the bow from here. Now, in my first go doing that, we were able to knock it off the back, and I don't know if, since the update, they've changed the pathing of it to stop it from doing that. But you can see it's walking back now. And we could just snipe it from here. Are you actually going to go back, or are you just going to lock onto you? It's just a bit off, isn't it? Yeah. So, the other method then, which worked the best in my opinion, change the shield here. Hidden body. And we're going to run at this guy, who's going to start aggroing on us. Ouch. It doesn't normally do that. Come on, let me through. Here we go. Now he moves, and now we can get through. Normally he tries to swing for you, and then he moves. And once that's done, we're pretty much home free for dealing with the Reaper. So we're going to run past this. Knock it off. Block in a corner, just because this guy can start using his beams and it can come through the door. Sorry, wall, should I say. In addition to be able to run down here doing that, if that's a little bit risky for you, you can also... Where are we now? You can also come back to where this first one was, and you can see that just over that way is where it was originally, so you would be able to shoot it with the short bow. It's from there as well if you like as well. So we've got a few options for the Reaper there. And I feel like that's the most troublesome one. In fact, no, it's probably not. The next one is, when I think about it. We have some, in my opinion anyway, annoying enemies here, just because they spawn in when you pick the item, and this is a little bit like the ones in... oh, no, you came straight away. But either way, they spawn in, they don't start in the game. Which makes them frustrating in my opinion. But anyway. So we've got this one first, which usually spawns when you pick the time up. And then we have two more which are kind of similar over this way. So when you come down here, you'll have two that want to come from behind. There's your friend. There you are. You can pick up the items. So this next bit, what's the next bit? Yeah, this next bit. I don't know why I thought we were going to have some skeletons on this ledge. We don't. We're just going to run down here past the raise. So this next bit is probably going to look a little bit fast, and I apologise. It has to be done in a fairly short amount of time. So we want this to walk towards us a bit. Come here. And as soon as it gets past this pillar on the left, we're going to run past it. Is it past it? Yeah, there we go. We're just going to go straight past like that. We're going to hidden body here. Change to whatever you want at this point, but I recommend just staying with sword and shield. And we're going to roll straight past. Roll down here. And then... Oh, I died. We were so close. You literally just need to get down those stairs a little bit more, and in fact, the Reaper probably had already de-aggroed on this. I'm going to cut to just there. Give me a second. Okay then, so we are down. I'm sorry I didn't record a little bit more of that. I just didn't really have time to press the record button. But we made it down. We're good. So this probably works 60% of the time. I apologise if you do die doing it, but it does work, as you can see. And then we are able to take this down if we want to. It's just a shame that it seems to be hyper-resistant to magic. Get down. Just a bit of punishment. Plus Moonshade Shot, which is good for us anyway. Also, at the very top, sorry I'm not going to show, but there was a Moonshade Shard that we ran straight past when we did the first Magic Ghost, as it was called. I can't remember what they're called now. I think they are just Spectres or something like that. Anywho, we are now on to Slug Room 101. Look at the amount of souls you get here. It's just immense, isn't it? So just be careful of this room. The white wisps that you see going around. Can I set one off? Are basically the same deal as they were in the mine. So these will just blow up if they come near you or get into contact with you. And obviously the slugs are just kind of waiting for us down there. So just be careful of these. I find it unpalatable to think that we will allow the trap to trigger on me. Just try and keep an eye around yourself for when the wisps are getting close. If you want sticky white slime, this is a good place to farm it. Enemies could drop it. It's all over the place. Not too bothered about killing every single enemy. We just want to get the items. So we're going to come over to the left here. Ah. The drop-off kind of cancelled that cast. Bit of white slime. Moonshade Stone Chunk. Oh, come on. God bless the spice. Right, so over the right-hand side should be... Yeah, it's this bit. So, we want to wait until one of the wisps comes through here. There's a wisp that patrols these caverns. I'm going to grab this. Where are you? I don't know how often it is. Either. Okay, if it's not going to come for me, then let's just get this done. There's a load of slugs in here, and you don't want to get hit with the wisp and the slugs at the same time. Like, if it comes behind me now, I'm in trouble. There it is. That was pretty close, actually. I'm going to go ahead and send that to storage. Gives us it. We're actually going to get another one of those. I suppose it's not all that important to get that when I think about it. Enemy there doesn't matter. Oh, I totally forgot to pull my notes up. I should have done. This area. There's not too much in here. I basically just came all the way up the right side, then we find a ramp over this way. Oops. Out of magic again. This is why I farm the spice up, eh? Gotta have that spice. Sticky white slime for this, won't it? Might even be a sucker stone. Back to where we were anyway. So let's get ourselves up on the ramp. We can move across. The good thing about this area is once you've looted everything, you don't need to go back down there again. Actually get across this room fairly quickly. Across this way, there's an item on the left. I think there's an ephemeral stone somewhere. Alright, that's the way to the boss room. Is it here? Why do I think there's an ephemeral stone? Is there? Look. Keep on forgetting to get the crystal blade out. That would have saved like half of my MP. It is funny. There it is. Alrighty then, so that is us finished with the ritual path. As you can see, you get an astronomical amount of souls for coming through here. There's not a lot you can do about it. You just have to keep hold of them until you finish the boss. So I'll end the episode here. We'll go through the boss in the next one when we are taking it out. I think it's called the Old Hero or something like that. Hopefully I'll see you all again soon. Have a good one.